Hello, hello, hello. I'm the Miserable Gamer and welcome to ETS2. Now, I noticed when I noticed when I looked back over the last stream I did, my dubbing was out, my voice lip sync was out. So I've adjusted that. I've put a delay in. I've just noticed as well I've got a test chat showing up on the stream which should not be there, so just give me a second to just grab the link because I think that's not showing the right one. So we go here, we go there. Come on. Pop out the chat. Yeah, that's definitely not right. There we go, that's sorted it. Right, okay. I just had a weird thing. I just went into ETS2 and where I stopped the truck last time, it just had a complete spaz out. It dropped me. It just moved my truck forward a bit and dropped me onto a little building, and the truck was bouncing around all over the place. And I've just got a 20 grand repair bill that I've just had to do. Right, okay. So we are currently in France. My aim at the moment is I want to open up a new garage, but I want it sort of like centralised to France. So. Let's have a look on the map. I'm currently over there. So I think Limoges is probably the good place. So let's see if we can get a job that's going to take us to Limoges. There's one. Perfect. Right, let's take that job. Oh, 14 minutes. I've got to hurry. Right, we gotta hustle. Oh, we're an hour away. God damn it, that ain't gonna work, is it? Right, okay. Let's see if we can find something else then. There's another one. That'll do. Alright, that's 36 minutes away. That's fine, it's got 3 hours on the job. Always fine with Nancy. We'll call it Nancy. When you're in Nancy, there's quite a few out of town pickup spots, and so when you actually sort of try and pick up a job, it's sort of like it's all over the place. Like that one was like an hour and a half out of town, you know. Yeah, it's stopping raining, thank God for that. So you tend to have quite a drive to get to your next job, you know. Right. Yeah, if there's somebody watching, can they tell me, is my lip sync in? Is it in line with my lips? Is that all working, or is that out badly? Because I'd like to get it, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I'd like to get it as accurate as I can, you know? I think I've got about a 200 millisecond delay on it at the moment. So yeah, so somebody can just let me know whether the lip sync is in and working. Right, so let's bobtail back over to the next job. What a lovely day it's turned out. Now that rain stopped. Come on, someone's watching. I know there's people watching. Come on, give me a let me know what my lip sync's like. Is it working? What's that noise? Can anyone tell me if my lip sync is in or is it out of line? Is my synchronization in? I just need to know. Please, somebody, can they tell me? Right, let's see. Yeah, so it's medical equipment. Oh, it's a double trailer as well. Cool. Oh, this is tight, isn't it? That's going to be very tight to hook up onto. Oh, crap, that is going to be very tight. No, I'm never going to get that out of there. And this is what I was talking about, game breaking. This mod is very game breaking. No, that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to come at it from this side. Ah! The turning circle of this truck is terrible. I'm gonna have to try a sideways hook on. But even then, I'm not gonna get it out of there. This is not gonna fucking work, is it? Ah. Nope. No, gone right underneath it. God damn it, that is... Even if I hook up... Right. I'm hooked up. Let's see how. I'm going to have to scrape the... Ah, you son of a bitch. Can I just force this out? Not the best way. As I said, this mod I'm running just on talk lip syncs. It's okay, is it? It's because it was only ever so slightly out. But as I said, I'm a hell of a perfectionist. So I just want it to be perfect, you know. Is it just okay or is it perfect? Right, which way are we going? This way. I just hate it when you watch someone stream and they're, you know, it's like a bad Oriental movie, you know, with the English dubbing. Yeah, it's like you have betrayed my family. You shall now die. Yeah, it's awful. Hate it. Right. Anyway, yes, you wait there, pal, because I'm bigger than you. I'm amazed I managed to get out of that depot. Right, let's get the track IR set. That's better. Right, slurp of coffee. Yeah, so this is just a quick hop we're doing down to Limoges. Limoges? Limoges. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, because I want to open up a new garage down there and get it set up. It's spot on. Wonderful. Thank you very much, William. That is very, very helpful. Thank you very much. So I had lip sync issues with my pre-recorded videos for ages and ages. Oh, wrong gear. And I thought I was light. It's only 7 tons. And being the perfectionist I am, I just absolutely hated it, and I spent ages and ages just getting it right, trying to work it out. What the problem was, it was fine. If you review the recorded footage, it was absolutely fine. It was spot on. When I ran it through Premiere Pro and did all the editing and stuff like that, it was fine in the timeline. But once you encoded it and exported the finalized video, then it was out. And oh god, I spent ages and ages browsing, yeah, sort of searching the web, trying to find out what the problem was, and I just couldn't figure it out. I tried everything, and the solution I found in the end was when I import, because I have 2 video streams. I have the game video stream and my webcam video stream, and I put them together in Premiere Pro and do all the background removal and that sort of thing. And the only way I found to do it was to put the 2 streams into Premiere Pro, unlink the audio and the video from each stream, highlight the audio, and then offset them by 12 frames. That put the audio dubbing out in the timeline. Let's go through the auto top. They put the dubbing out in the timeline, but when you exported it, it came out absolutely perfect. So that's what I have to do every time. Is I have to offset each video stream by 12 frames. So what I did with this was, your setup is Asia picking up the trailer well. What can I say? Thank you very much. Yeah, I was amazed I managed to pick up that trailer. I thought I was going to have to come out and disable the mod to get that out. Yeah, that took a bit of. Yeah, as I said, it's taken me a long time to get everything just cherry, you know. Yeah, right down to the colour of the webcam, yeah, the coloration of the webcam and getting all that right, and how sharp the webcam is, you know. Unfortunately, the only real way of sorting a lot of problems out is money. You just have to buy better equipment, you know. It's like my lapel microphone. I mean, that's a 180 quid microphone, you know. I know some people do it with a shotgun mic, you know, but I wanted to use the lapel microphone, and then I think I spent an hour just setting up the EQ on the lapel microphone so it matched my desktop microphone that I use for when I'm pre-recording other games. Yeah, so yeah, back to the exporting for Premiere Pro. So yeah, so when you offset it by 12 frames, it goes out in the timeline, so it looks wrong in the timeline. But when you export it, it's absolutely spot on. I can't work it out. I've been on pro editing forums and asking them, and nobody can work it out. The only weird thing is when you go into, I use media info, which is like a video file analyzer, because I record at 60 frames per second, but my audio stream is recording at something like 47.895 frames per second. So I don't know if that's got something to do with it. It's got to be OBS that's doing it, because I put the offset, the audio offset for this into OBS. So what I suppose I could do is I could offset the audio in OBS for the recording as well, and then I wouldn't have to do it in Premiere Pro. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to give that a go, because one less step in Premiere Pro would be great, you know. So I'm in top gear. Just tried to change the gear again. I'd run out. Need fuel soon as well. Oh, and it's like the bit rate for the video as well, because I'm on fibre broadband, which is the fastest. I'm waiting for G-Fast. I'm in a G-Fast rollout area, a pilot area, but they still haven't upgraded my cabinet to G-Fast. They've done loads and loads around the area, but they still haven't done mine. I'm probably the most needy person in my little village for fast broadband, because it's my one major bottleneck at the moment when I'm creating videos. I mean, I've got a fast. Don't you brake check me, you. Asshole. Look at that. Slams his... There are actual people that drive like that as well, you know. They'll be driving along on a 40, they come to a 30 speed limit and they slam their feet on the brakes to get down to 30, you know. It's like that. It's like they've got to do it that instant. You really don't, you know. Just as you see the 30 sign coming, just lift your foot off the accelerator and glide down, you know. You don't have to be slamming your feet on the brakes, you know. I'm a big advocate. I'm a big believer in driving licenses expiring. You know, like passports expire every 10 years and you have to renew them. I think driving licenses should expire. And and you have to sit a mini test to renew. Now the reason for this, or the benefits of doing this, would be you get rid of probably a third of the drivers on the road, because a third of the drivers on the road shouldn't have a driving license. Older people, OAPs, I've seen some atrocious driving. I've seen people get out of cars and have to lift their legs out of cars, and they're driving a non-adapted car. You know, there is no way that they could move their foot to the brake quick enough in an emergency. I've seen people who can't turn their neck, and yet they're driving. How can you look out windows? I've seen people, you know, if you've got a junction like a 45-degree junction. I've seen people, I used to live in an area that had loads of old people, and I've seen people just simply drive out because they couldn't look in the mirror, because the mirror is the wrong angle to look down the road that they're joining. They couldn't turn their head to look out the window, so they just drove out slowly, but they drove out, you know, in the hope that anybody coming will see that they're just going to pull out and slow down. And I had so many near misses with sort of people just pulling out. Yeah, so you'd get rid of a third of the people on the road, basically, because they wouldn't pass the spot, they wouldn't pass the mini test. Yeah, so you'd root out all the bad drivers. As a result of that, there'll be less accidents on the road. You know, less car pile-ups, because you've eliminated a lot of the bad drivers. Insurance premiums will go down because there'll be less people claiming for accidents and things like that. I've had conversations about this in the past with people, and they say, oh, I can't afford to take, you know, right, what's a test is going to, you know, maybe it costs 50 quid for the test. You know, what's that over 10 years? You know, it's pennies a month, you know? Even if they made the test free, you know, it would still save the industry, save the economy money, you know? Insurance companies could cover the costs of the retest, you know, because their costs are going to be lower, you know? Have it as part of your insurance premium, you know? You know, you pay an extra couple of quid a year on your premium, and your retest is free. Anything like that, you know. It would certainly weed out a lot of the OAPs who should not be on the road, you know. Because I don't know if you know, but once you hit 70, I think it is, you have to go to your GP, and they have to say whether you're okay to drive. But they don't do anything. All they do is how are you moving around with the mouse? I'm not moving around with the mouse. I'm using Track IR, which is this thing on my head here. It's an infrared tracking sensor, which it moves when I move my head. Yes, you go to your GP, and they basically have to write you a letter or write you a note or something to say that you're okay to drive. But most GPs, you know, I mean, my stepfather, he has, I think he's been to a doctor's 3 times in the last 30 years. And to be honest, he shouldn't be driving. Yeah, he is a bad driver. You know, he's lazy, he doesn't pull away in the right gear and stuff like that, and he's just not attentive enough to drive, you know. But you can't tell him that. Yeah, he won't listen. So he's got no option. So if he went to a GP doesn't know anything about him. He's just going to say, well, yeah, you've got no medical problems that stop you from driving. I'm going to write you a note to say that you can drive. He doesn't know how he drives. So the only way really is by having a test. So hang on a sec. What software do you use, and where can you buy it? Sorry, I meant with that. Oh, what's it's called? The whole thing's called Track IR, and I think it's by a company called Natural Point. So if you Google Natural Point or Track IR, it'll come up. It's very well known with simulations. It is not cheap. This is called the Track Clip Pro, this thing on the side of my head, and it's basically 3 infrared LEDs, and I've got a sensor up on my monitor over there which picks up movement. So you run this software in the background, and most simulation games pick it up, and it plugs into this thing plugs into a USB socket, but it's got a pass through as well, so it doesn't take up a USB port. All it's doing is taking power. There's nothing going down. There's nothing connecting through USB at all. But it allows head movement without needing to use the mouse. I couldn't use a mouse. My mouse is like right over there, behind my custom dashboard. So I couldn't use a mouse for doing this at all. I couldn't do that at all. I know some people play this with a gamepad. I personally couldn't do that at all. Yeah, but it's called Track IR. I think they're about 130 quid or something like that. As I said, not cheap, but wholly worth it. My one's a few years old now, and I got one of the first. This is a Track IR5. I got one of the first ones, and this is all meant to move, so you can sort of move it around and put it where you want it to go. Yeah, it is expensive, and on each joint it had a little rubber grommet. Now all of those little rubber grommets all perished, so I've had to hot glue the thing together. That's why it's sticking out the side of my bloody head so much. I can no longer move around. But to buy just the Track Clip Pro is like 50 odd quid or something like that. To be honest, I could probably make something myself. I do a little bit of electronics and stuff like that. And all it is literally three infrared LEDs. I've got some LEDs. I did think about sort of like putting them across the headband, you know, sticking some across the headband with a little battery, you know, so then it'd be one less wire that I have to deal with, you know. Because I don't think it needs to be on this massive stalk thing, you know. You just need 3 LEDs to give it's called DOF, degrees of freedom, and because you can move forward, backwards. In some games you can tilt your head, like the great one is Elite Dangerous, if you've played that at all, because when you are flying around the planets looking for the POIs, I don't know if you play that at all, but you can look down through the glass floor, you can turn your head around, so you can like look out the windows and stuff like this, you know, and you can search visually around for the POIs, and it's hugely useful, you know. Thank you for subbing. That's great. Thank you very much. It means a huge amount to me when people sub, because it just shows that I'm doing the right thing and I'm producing stuff that people want to see, you know. So what's your name? Rule Techno. Great. Thank you very much, Rule Techno. Huge thanks. Right, as I said, I'm currently heading to the central France because I want to set up a new garage. So we are about an hour away. It's just a quick job just to get me into central France. I think we're in the... I don't know. See, I don't know anymore what areas are Pro Mods and what areas are Vive la France in France anymore, because Pro Mods covered a lot of France. And when Vive la France came out, Pro Mods actually merged what they had done with Vive la France DLC, and you just don't know anymore what is Pro Mods and what's DLC or what's vanilla ETS2. Thank you very much. Huge. That means huge amounts to me. Thank you. Yeah, so you don't know what's Pro Mods. It's all just so seamless now, you know. It's absolutely brilliant. God, this talking does make me thirsty. Good job I got my coffee. Right. I do love these French countryside things. I saw in Mr. Squirrel's stream, Sunday Night Trucking, he was previewing a mod that's coming out called Foggy Weather 2.0. And I looked up some preview pictures of that, and it looks incredible. I saw some pictures of the English countryside. Oh god, it just looks so photographic, you know, photorealistic. It was absolutely brilliant. I think it had something like 16 new skyboxes or something. Don't quote me on that. I really haven't looked into it that much, but it adds a huge amount of skyboxes. It adds in localized weather, so depending on what region you're in on the map, you'll have, like, southern would have better weather. That's how I assume it's going to work, you know, localized weather. That's what I think, you know, because at the moment I think ETS really just has one weather system for the entire map, but this guy's managed to put in localized weather. So yeah, northern England would be obviously more rainy. Yeah, that stands to reason. Yeah, makes sense. What I would really, really, really love to see is snow weather, you know, and perhaps do it on like an in-game monthly rotation, you know. So for 1 week of the month it snows up north, or even when you're in northern Norway and places like that, it snows, you know, because it can be done. You know, you look at the Frosty mod. That's incredible, you know. It adds it's snow everywhere, and I do use Frosty mod from time to time, you know, because when it becomes winter in real life, well, if you go into he has now got he's got 2 YouTube channels. He's got his main one, and he's got Squirrel Plus, and they have just spent the last few months uploading every single stream that he's ever done, and they finally caught up about a month ago, or no, I think about May they finally caught up. So you can go onto your Squirrel Plus and you can literally see every stream that he's ever done. It's all up there for you to watch. Sunday Night Trucking is incredible. I'd really, really advise you to watch that. He's got such a good community going. He really is. He's somebody to look up to for what he's done. You know, I know there are people more successful than him. I mean, he's gathering. You know, he's got like over 500,000 subscribers now. You know, there are people that have got more, but he is a genuine guy. You know, he's absolutely a genuine guy. So I keep talking to the live chat window rather than talking to the bloody camera. Oh shit, I want to go left here, don't I? God damn it. Yeah, so Squirrel Plus. Are you going, or are you just going to sit there? I'm going to be in... Oh, don't stop. No, the bloody AI. And you're going to stop, aren't you? God, the AI in this is getting worse. It really is getting worse. Yeah, I mean, I said there are people out there that that are more successful, but he's got an amazing community. That's the garage I want to buy. And I said he's just a genuine guy, absolutely genuine guy. I'd love to meet him. We're about the same sort of age, I think, and we've got a similar background as well. He started off, because I started off. Sorry, what's that? Yeah, summer car. It was right to start with, but I mean, the last 5 to 10 videos that he's done of summer car, it's just him going and do the poop runs. You know, I don't understand why people are still watching that. Right, this is going to be fun. Bear with me a second. Let me just finish this off. Yeah, so I started playing computers in the 80s, and I started programming computers then on the ZX Spectrum, and right. Oh, I hate this drop off with the double trailer because it screws you up. Yeah, so then I went on to a Commodore 64. Then I was heavily into the demo scene on the Atari ST, and I still am involved in the demo scene on the Atari ST, funnily enough. If you don't know what the demo scene is, Google it and you'll find out. It's a massive, massive scene. Yes, and I did computing at college and all that sort of stuff. Right, go on, because I've got to try and get out of here afterwards. Come on, go green. Come on, go green. Don't. Come on. Go on, go green, you bugger. It's not going to go green, is it? Why is that not going green? I can't go. He's been getting into it lately. I just don't know why you've only threw it. Yeah. I've had it. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to. I'm just going to have to drop it. Yeah, I had a. I had a bit of a self-pity session earlier this week because I've got over 300 videos up. There's over 200 hours of video that you can watch. I've worked really hard to get my quality up as high as I can, and I'm just not getting this. This is exactly what happened to me before. God damn it! And this buggers up my truck. Hang on. Ah! I don't know why it does that. I know it's the mod. It breaks the bloody game. Yeah, so you know, I've worked really hard to get my quality as high as I can, you know, and I just don't seem to be getting the following. I know it takes time. I appreciate it does take time, and I've got to be patient with it. But this is, yeah, I've got an engine malfunction now. I've got to find a bloody repair shop, haven't I? I hope there is one around here. It's behind me. Right, okay. Yeah, I've just got to be patient. But this is why I've started streaming, because I watched a video about how to grow your YouTube channel, and one thing this person suggested was to like every comment and favorite every comment, which sounds a bit, yeah, I know, but the other thing was stream, because streaming gets you exposure. So that I've only started streaming last week. Literally last Friday was my first stream. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the exposure up. Yeah, but this new double trailer stuff, ETS 10 Pro Mods, let me modify the stuff. Yeah, it's not Pro Mods or ETS's fault. I'm using a mod which is called Doubles Anywhere. So it does break the game somewhat. So it's not the game's fault, it's the mod's fault. I'm probably going to turn it off, to be honest, because you saw at the depot that I came out of, the trailers were so close to the fence, particularly when you got a long wheel truck that I've got. I mean, look at the length of that thing, you know. It's extremely difficult to maneuver in. Ah, there's something I wanted to do, because when I changed some tyres, I did not put... Come on. Yeah, it's 350/70 Michelin X's. There's those ones. £2.5 grand for a set of tyres. Right, that should be better now. Yeah, all painted up now. Right, okay, so yeah, so it's not the game's fault. It's my fault. Well, basically, the normal doubles and triples are limited to Scandinavia only, because that's the countries that it's legal in. So if you want to pull double, well, triples, there aren't triples in ETS. Triples are only in ATS2, and they are only in Nevada. In ETS2, they're only in the Scandinavian countries. But in real life, triples are actually available in Scandinavia, legal in Scandinavia and in Denmark and in Germany. But I wanted doubles available in more places, because I didn't want to just drive Scandinavia. I wanted to drive all over with them. But as I said, it's why not just use the normal doubles and triples? Yeah, as I said, it's I just wanted to drive them everywhere, basically, so I've got this game braking mod installed. Right, let's go and buy this garage. Yeah, parking is a pain in the arse with it. It really is. Right, here we go. God, prices garages have gone up, because it was 100,000, 180 grand now. Maybe that's because I've got so many now. Yeah. Oh, wrong gear. Oh, for God's sake. Right, shut down for now. And right. So, first thing we want to do is upgrade the garage. Yes. Oh, I hate it when I have to do this preview. Why do I have to do this every single bloody time? And they've moved me away from my spot, so now I've got to roll forward again. Company manager, truck dealers, Scania, buy online. Karen, you can do better than what? Right, customize. Now we do the top line. We do a 624. Euro 5 V8 and 12.2. And colour it blue. 207 207. That's it. Right. Right. So purchase. Limoges. Purchase. Right. 5 trucks. Right, driver manager, recruitment agency, hire, 4.2, so that's good. Put it in there, 3.3, 2.5, 1.7 start going down now, but that's all right. Right, driver manager. Let's just check up on all these guys. So yeah, he's got his long distance, so he can now do his ADR. Doing the ADR. Doing the ADR. Long distance, ADR. Right, you can now do your ADR. You're doing your ADR. You're still doing your long distance. You're still doing long distance. You're doing your ADR. You're doing your ADR. You can now do your ADR. You're doing your ADR. You're still doing your long distance. You're doing long, ADR, long, 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 long. It's best to get long distance first, because then they get more jobs, more job opportunities. Right, so these are the new guys. Long, long. You got nothing, have you? Long, right. Okay, so that's that sorted. Right, so new job. Where are we going to go next? We've got a Tex-Rex crane. Oh no. Dozer crawler. Oh, that'd be an interesting one. That's going right over the hill. Yeah, let's take that one. Are you talking about my stalling? Yeah, I can do. Yeah, I know I can. I don't know what happened there. It just did not want to go forward. Is that sign going to hit it? No, that's fine. Talking about my channel name, Miserable Gamer. What, you don't like the game? You don't like the name? You think I should be more miserable? Or you think I should have a different name? Right, where are we going? Where are we going? Is it in here? I think it is in here. Alright, so it's a 39 ton. Oh, yes. It's fine. Straight in like a glove. Look at that. Lovely. feel the heavy on that. Have you heard about the bombing in London this morning? It was on a tube train. So I hope if you know anybody involved now, I hope they're all okay. I don't think anybody's been killed. Where one of the doctors where my wife works, their son was involved and they couldn't get hold of him for a brief time. But they managed to get hold of him in the end, and he's fine. He was pretty close to it. It's an awful world we live in at the moment, unfortunately. It's really not good. So I've got twin boys, and they're coming up 6 years old, and I sometimes just wonder what world we brought them into, you know. You know, how is it going to develop? How is it going to get? How's it, you know, is it going to get any worse than it already is? You know, there are some terrible people out there doing some terrible things. I know they. Yeah, I don't know if it was an actual bomb or yeah. I saw a picture of what looked like a trash can. I've been busy sort of with setting everything up, so I only got the BBC alert. So I don't actually know. Let me just have a quick look, see what the latest is. IED blasts on YouTube is terror incident. Hello, someone's trying to access my Google account. Bear with me 2 seconds, please. I'm just going to check on something. Because somebody's trying to access my... I just want to make sure it is me. 1-4, yeah, it's me. That's fine. So what are they saying? Parsons Green underground blast of terror incident. An improvised explosive device was detonated on a tube train in southwest London during Friday's rush hour, Scotland Yard has confirmed. The blast at Parsons Green station on an eastbound District Line train from Wimbledon has been treated as terrorist. 22 people are being treated in hospital, mainly for burns. A manhunt is underway. Pictures show a white bucket on fire inside a supermarket bag with wires trailing onto the train carriage floor. The incident could have been far worse, as indications were that the bomb may have partially failed. Wow. It's terrible. I cannot understand why people want to hurt other people like that. I appreciate they've got their reasons, you know, but I think there are ways around getting across, you know, getting your point across. Harming innocents, blowing things up, blowing people up, is just not the way. As I said, I worry about the world that my children are growing up in. I mean, luckily we don't live in any major cities. We're pretty far detached from civilization, so you so we're unlikely to be near any targets, which I count my blessings for. But I feel so strongly about those people that have got to live in a major city like London, where, you know, just walking down the street and somebody could drive a van into you or drive a lorry into you, and you just wouldn't know anything about it. You know, living with that day in, day out, it must be it must drain you. Unfortunately, I can't see any end to it anytime soon. Yeah, that's the problem. It's totally unpredictable. You know, it's like those people that were mown down at Westminster. You know, they were just walking across the bridge, minding their own business, and the car mounted the pavement, or the van, or whatever it was, mounted the pavement, and yeah, just took them out. Words aren't enough for it, really. They're really not, you know. I just hope nobody's severely injured today. But yeah, anyway, thank you for your kind words today. You know, means a hell of a lot to me that you think what I'm doing is good. You know, my time will come. I know it will. You know, I've just got to keep working, keep plugging away at it. I think I've done everything I can on the quality side. I don't think there's much more that I can do, you know, to improve things under that point. The name, the Miserable Gamer. Basically, my wife says I'm not antisocial, I'm anti-idiot. I think that sums me up brilliantly. You know, I can't abide people being stupid or people being horrible to other people. I just... Bloody coaches! Bloody coaches always drive into me. I've got damage now, and oh no, no damage. Bloody hell, that was lucky. What is it about the bloody coaches that keep driving into me? You look back at my other streams, I've been hit twice this week by coaches. I wasn't out of lane, I don't think. I was in my lane. Yeah, and they just drive into you. I'm sure he was just trying to change lanes onto me. God's sake. Yeah, so I don't think I can do any more to improve the quality. Oh, I was talking about the name. Yeah, yeah. I can't abide idiots. I can't abide people being horrible to other people because I just don't think it's necessary. You know, if you can't be nice to somebody, just you lift up, you sod. Yeah, if you can't be nice to somebody, just walk away. You know, you don't need to be horrible to people. You know, and it's that reason that, you know, I avoid people a lot because of that. You know, and I'm hoping that the community that I build here, I want it to be a community where people are nice to each other. I want people to support each other. You know, if a member of the community is having a hard time, I want people to help them. You know, to help somebody, you don't have to give them money. You don't necessarily have to do anything. You just have to be there for them. That's all you got to do. You know, listen to them. That's all you've got to do. That you stay away from. Oh, I thought that's another bloody coach. Yeah, you don't have to do a major thing for people. You just have to be nice and be supportive to them, and that's the community that I want to build. You know, a community of nice people. But it's all the horrible people out there that make me miserable. You know, I've got no time for people that are horrible. Yeah, I might be. Thank you. Yeah, that is one my goal. Yeah, and that's the problem. That's why I tend to avoid a lot of people, because they're horrible. You know, unfortunately, 99% of the people that you meet don't have time for other people. You know, and I just think it's you stay away. Goddamn coaches. Yeah, so yeah, my wife came up with the name Miserable Gamer. Yeah. I've actually got business cards with my face on it and the YouTube link on the back. The reason why I got those made up was because I took the kids to the amusement park, you know, like a ride sort of park, fun fair sort of place. And I got chatting with a couple of the ride operators, and yeah, so what do you do, that sort of thing, you know. And yeah, they said, oh yeah, great, yeah, because I said, oh, I'm a aspiring YouTube creator. Oh, okay, yeah, great, yeah, well, I watch YouTube. What's your channel? So, and I had to tell them the name. I thought, oh, I'm running out of goddamn fuel now. I did this yesterday. Right. Yeah, it's going to have to be in that one, isn't it? I've got to go in there. God, that's a hell of a setup, isn't it? Yeah, so I had these. I only had like 150 of the cast printed. It's like the minimum amount that I could do, and I just got a couple of them in my wallet. So if anybody asks, or anybody sort of like wants to see the channel, I can just give them the card, and they can. I now feel horrible about talking about your channel name. What was it about the channel name that you didn't like it, or yeah, what was it about the channel name you didn't like? Was it the fact that you just didn't like it, or the fact that I was miserable? I mean, it's a tongue-in-cheek thing, you know. Yeah, I'm not persistently miserable. I'm not always miserable. I'm a fairly easygoing guy, you know. But it was just, it's like Squirrel. I mean, he's not a squirrel. he's a human being, but he's called the Squirrel, you know. I don't know why he's called Squirrel. I don't think I've ever. It's probably come up in a stream at some point in the past. But it's just a name at the end of the day, isn't it? It's doesn't necessarily mean anything. You need a name, basically. You need a name. You need a channel name to start with YouTube. And I was originally the Miserable Gamer Guy, because I've got another channel called the Custom Model Guy, which I haven't actually done anything in for ages, but I make scale models, and I don't really know, just thinking of something unique and catchy, you know. Yeah, like Squirrel. Yeah, that was the whole point, you know. It's yeah, it's better than Mr. Blogs 359, basically, you know. You know, it just sort of came to us, you know. And yeah, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying now. Right, where's the fuel? Fuel is this way. No, that's parking that way. I followed the bloody truck sign. I'm gonna have to go around the bloody houses again, aren't I? Or can I cut across? No, I can't cut across. God's sake. I'm going to have to go around. Right, round the houses. Of course, it's a bit tight. Yeah, I totally forgot what I was saying now. This is a nice little truck. It's like a fleet services sort of thing, isn't it? Yeah, it's just a name at the end of the day, you know. Yeah, so I make scale models. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So there's another channel, the Custom Model Guy. I make scale models and basically just record myself making them and stuff like that. And that's how I started out on YouTube back in 2014, I think. And yeah, I thought because I basically make models and I play games. So I thought, well, I'm running a YouTube channel with doing the modelling. So I thought, well, why not just set myself up to record myself playing games as well, you know? And to be honest, the whole gaming side of it has literally taken over. Because I made a promise that I would release, because I started off, I was doing Christ, this is tight. Yeah, I started off doing, oh God's sake, this is stupidly tight. I know I'm a little bit far over, but yeah, I started off by doing like 4 videos a day. I was really kicking them out. But back then I was using OBS. Sorry. All this talking dries my throat out. Yeah, I was using OBS, and basically I was creating the videos I was creating was all in one stream. So OBS created a file, which I then put into Premiere Pro and just cleaned up each end of it and cut out anything I didn't want in it, and uploaded that. And encoding was very fast, you know. For a half-hour video, it's taken like 45 minutes to encode or something like that. And actually, no. Go right back. I started off recording. Playing and recording on the same machine, and that was fine because my early videos I was playing 2D games like Oxygen Not Included. I was streaming that when that first came out, and yeah, it was fine while I was playing games like that. And then Wildlands came out, and I tried playing that, recording on the same computer. I'm going to cut across here because that's going to be easier. Recording 3D intensive games on the same machine as I was playing just did not work. I was thinking my frame rate, I was getting frame rate drops, because at the time I was recording at 30 frames, and it was dropping down to about 24 frames, and it was just stuttering, and it was awful. And me being the perfectionist, it wasn't good enough. So I ended up building a second machine for recording the stream, and I stuck an Elgato capture card in it. So that's what I have off to my right here, is the machine which records. And that was brilliant. It enabled me to record at 60 frames per second. Absolutely brilliant. And then I started recording. I used multiple instances of OBS. OBS is Open Broadcast Studio, for recording games and things like that. And it can be used for lots of things, not just game. Excuse me. And yeah, I run multiple instances of OBS and each instance, one instance records the game, one instance records the webcam. So I've got basically 2 video streams, 2 audio streams, and I've got a mixing desk where I route everything through. Yeah, I know, I've got my high beams on. And so at the moment I've got internet radio coming in through my headphones, which you guys can't hear. But I've got it routed in such a way that I can control what I record, what audio is recorded and what audio isn't recorded. Yeah, so then, but then what I found was when I started recording multiple streams, when you put them together in Premiere Pro, it starts really putting a demand on your resources, your system resources for encoding. And because when I built the encoding machine, I didn't put a graphics card into it because I didn't think I'd need it. And it was fine to start with, but as soon as you put an extra, once you start layering video streams in Premiere Pro, you need what's known as CUDA cores. And if you don't know what CUDA core is, CUDA cores are processing cores for graphic intensive things which are in the GTX cards. Now in my main machine I've got a GTX 980 which has got something 3072 CUDA cores, but there's a problem with graphics cards at the moment. You can't find them for love nor money. The reason for that is cryptocurrencies. What's basically happening is cryptocurrencies, people are mining for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, and the way they do that is they have machines that have multiple cards. They just throw the fastest processor, fastest graphics card, multiple graphics cards, and they build these mining machines. So these cryptocurrency miners have brought up stocks of these graphics cards, so everywhere was sold out, and the places that did have them, they've put their prices up. Now I brought my GTX 980 a couple of years ago now, and I paid £390 for it, I think, something like that. You try and buy a GTX 980 now and they're upwards of 500 quid. Even though you've got the 10 series GTXs are out now, the 980 is still considered a major graphics card, and it's expensive. So I needed a graphics card for the encoding machine. Don't you brake check me, god damn it. And but what I needed was CUDA cores rather than raw processing power. I needed the CUDA cores, and the best one I could get for the money I had available was a GTX 970, and that was about 250 quid, something like that. I didn't want second hand. I don't like buying second hand computer components because you don't know how they've been treated. You know, they might have been severely overclocked, overheated. There's just no way of knowing. But what I did buy, I brought a Amazon refurbished one. An Amazon refurbished is absolutely brilliant. All it is somebody has brought the graphics card, they've taken delivery of it, they've opened it up, they've put it back in the box, and they don't want it anymore. It goes back in, they test it all thoroughly, and it comes with a guarantee as well. So that's what I brought. I brought a what's called a refurbished one. But it came in its own box. It was like brand new. The box was slightly damaged. I think that was it. And I think that saved me 50 quid off the price. So I whacked that in there, and all my encoding times came back down. So now I'm back down to 45 minutes encoding time for every half hour of video, which is fine, you know. I think it's just about to start raining. Wonderful. Yeah, so I've not really done anything on the model making side for some time. Now, I think there's about there's nearly 700 subscribers, I think, on that other channel. But the problem is it's just incredibly time consuming. it takes a long time to record, and editing the videos is, I mean, it takes me probably about 15 minutes to edit up a it's been a pleasure. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks very much for joining us. It means a huge amount to me. Thanks very much, and I'll catch you later. Thank you for subbing as well. Yeah, so because when you're recording, when you are making the models, there's a hell of a lot of footage. Yeah, you have to record a lot to edit it down, and you don't really want to end up with more than sort of 10-15 minutes, so you end up recording a couple of minutes of footage for a couple of seconds you're actually going to show. My raw footage per 10-20 minute video, raw footage was about 50 gigabytes. So that's a huge amount of storage space you need for all of that, and then you got to. It was taking me a couple of hours to edit it all down to a 10-minute video, 10-20 minute video. So it takes a long time. So if I do something like that, that will eat up a day. I said I've made a promise. I made a promise at the start of doing the gaming that I would do a video a day, minimum a video a day, 7 days a week, and that's what I intend to stick to. There's been a couple of hiccups where personal things have got in the way and I've not been able to, or I've been on holiday and that sort of thing. So, but I do try to line up a load of videos, so you know there's always a video every day. Oh. So how is everybody doing? I hope nobody's stuck in London at the moment. It must be hell up there at the moment. God, I hate driving at night. Yeah, I intend to be streaming for about another hour or so. Just see where we get on that. Oh, I want to go off here. Yeah, it's going to be interesting when we get to the hills. We got to go up because we're going over. I can't remember what that mountain range is called. Yeah, look, we got all this to get through. Yeah, that's going to be fun, isn't it? I always find when you do a job that takes you over that road, because that road is something like, it's something stupid like a 70 kph limit, but you're doing like 10. So the amount of time you've got for the job does not add up, you know. Well, I've got 17 hours left and a 5-hour drive, so I should make that, but it will take a long time to get over those hills. hopefully it'll be light by the time we get to the hills, because I don't really fancy doing all that in the pitch dark. So I mean, this is an 80 and I'm doing 60. I couldn't do much more than this around here. I mean, it's going uphill as well, so so it's coming up to the hills now. So I was hoping it was going to be light before we went up here. It's obviously not happening. Yeah, look, that's a 90. How do they expect you to do 90 around these roads? I know that's not a truck speed limit, but still, 90 for a car along this road. You're looking to kill yourself. You know, show the truck. Yep, I can show you the truck. That's what I can't show you an outside shot at the moment because it's night time at the moment and I'm driving around all these silly little roads. But basically, it's a Volvo VNL 670 done out in beautiful black. Beautiful black. I've got a long wheelbase on. You can't quite see it at the moment. Whoop, going off the road. Yeah, I do like this truck. I really do. The only problem with it is it's got a turning circle of a small planet, and trying to manoeuvre into certain places is very difficult. Rosemary, hiya. How you doing? I believe you've been here before, haven't you, Rosemary? I think I remember you. It's just starting to get light. The new T609. What is that? What truck make is that? Is that a Scania, isn't it? So I was thinking about getting upgrading my truck at some point. I'm guessing that's a mod. The vanilla trucks are a bit long in the tooth now, I think. Oh, these roads are tight with this trailer. Kenworth 609. Hang on a minute. Let me just have a look at that. I do like the Kennys. In ATS I drive a W900 G609. Oh yeah, very nice. So is there a mod that you'd recommend? It's got to be a decent mod, you know. Oh, these roads are going to be interesting. Last time I came up here, I ended up meeting a truck coming the other way on a corner, and I had loads of traffic behind me, and then we just got totally jammed up. Brilliant, that'd be great, yeah, because I do love the American Kennys. Please, no traffic coming the other way. Oh, crap. At least I met him on the straight rather than on the corner. Yeah, I know, I've got my full beams on. Now, what's the better way to go? I usually go that. I'm going to go that way, to get the completion on the road, and see if that's a better way to go with a truck. I know it's going to be damn tight around this damn roundabout. RTA. Oh, there goes that sign. I can't believe I've never actually driven up this way. RTA Web, is that the modder, is it? Got to keep my momentum going, otherwise I'm just going to get stuck and I'll never get moving again. Alright, brilliant, thank you very much. I'll have to look at that. And do you know what dealership they've set it up to be sold at? I've got somebody else coming down. I'm going to have to wait back here. Hang back and just let him come round. Oh, it's an ATS truck, is it? Because I'm playing ETS2 at the moment. It's exhausting driving these damn roads. Brilliant. Thank you very much. That means a huge amount to me. See, subscribing is such a simple thing, but to early YouTubers, it means the world, you know. At the moment, all I've got, this is the Volvo VNL 670 Aradeath. That's the only one that's the only mod I've got installed. So apart from that, it's vanilla. I've got 35 trucks in my fleet. They are Scania top lines with 500 brake horse V8s. I think that rain's stopping. You got 50. Wow. Yeah, it gets easier the more money you get. Yeah, because I mean, I've worked out it cost me about 1.5 million to set up a garage at the moment. I've just set one up. I like to keep a few million in the bank. So when I get to about sort of nearly 10 million, I set up another garage. Got them dotted all over the place. Oh, you did the money cheat, did you? Oh no, I've mine is oh, wrong bloody gear. Mine is fully genuine. I've been building this profile up for several years. I'm fine, thank you, Crazy Volvo. Oh, Crazy Volvo, cool. How you doing, man? Good to see you again. I'm currently just heading into northern Spain with 39 tons. Oh, you're in Australia, are you? So I'm driving all the way. Which side of the road am I meant to be on? That side of the road. Yeah, I was chatting with a guy from Australia the other day. Apparently, SCS are planning a Australia truck sim. I think it was Crazy Volvo who told me that. Was it? Was it you, Crazy Volvo, who told me that? So I think Crazy... I'm sure it's Crazy Volvo, the guy... I'm sure he's Australian as well. Yes, I thought it was you. Oh, red light. That wasn't very clear. There's no white line in the road. Oh, Crazy Volvo says 2021. SES aren't known for their speedy development. I am hoping that they put it on like the Unreal Engine or something like that and just basically rebuild the whole lot from the ground up, because I'm sure that there's lots that they could do, that, you know, sort of things that they've learned that they could do differently. So hi, GTR fan 81, hi, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us. That sucks. Yeah, 2021. So what's that? So 4 years. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, thank you. Thanks for joining us. It's been a good day. Got a lot of quite a few Aussies on here. Yeah, quite a few. I think this is a border crossing. Yeah. Now we're meant to do a stop go here, but Paul the Kenworths, yeah, because we were talking about Outback truckers, and they all have Kenworths and stuff like that. So I mean, they could use a lot of the truck models from ATS in them. So it would have to be a huge map though, but a lot of the Aussie outback roads are very straight from what I understand. Just finished streaming my summer car, great game. Yeah, I've played summer car. I built the car, I built the Satsuma, then I got a bit bored with it, you know. And we were talking earlier about Squirrel, and because he streams and records my summer car a hell of a lot, but he's got to the point where he's pretty much done everything, and but he's still streaming it, and people are still watching it, you know. And yeah, I don't understand that, because, you know, a lot of the videos that he puts out now, it's just him going and do the poop jobs, and that's about it, you know. He's just doing the same thing over and over, you know. No offense to Mr. Squirrel, he does a brilliant job, you know, but I just don't understand how he's still getting viewing figures on my summer car. It's a great game and it's still in development, so there's a hell of a lot still to come for it. Now it's a lot harder to win. Oh, is that they've increased the difficulty? Yeah, they increased the difficulty of the rally, didn't they? Because Squirrel got caught out. He's on the back straight. They've put in a lot more bumps and things like that, and he came a cropper and smashed his car up. I'm assuming you're going straight over. Yeah, I was trying to play it with a game controller. And the reason for that is because my wheel is permanently mounted to this board, which is my homemade dashboard. You just got your gold today, well done. yeah, I'm built into this dashboard, which has got all my truck controls and stuff like that. So if I want to use my mouse, I have to lean over like that. So playing My Summer Car isn't very easy for me, because there's a lot of, you've got to swap between mouse and keyboard and steering wheel, and I just don't have the space to do both. You know, it's either got to be mouse and keyboard, or it's got to be my steering wheel. So My Summer Car is a bit difficult for me to play. Yeah, yeah, it's. I loved the whole building of the car. I thought that was brilliant. That was very original. The fact that the car still works, and apparently now parts break on the car. Yeah, like your fan belt's going to wear down and stuff comes loose, and you have to sort of do repairs. So yeah, that's added a huge. I mean, the game wants to kill you. Basically, the game is just out to kill you. Yeah, I use a Fanatec wheel, which are very, very expensive. I managed to pick mine up second hand, and I've also got Fanatec Club Sport pedals, which are absolutely brilliant. They have a load cell on the brake, so it's extremely realistic. And if you want a gear shifter, go for a G25 and get yourself an SKRS shifter. If you don't know what that is, Google SKRS shift, and yeah, G29, G25, they're the same shifters basically. The G25 has hang on, I'm running out of gears. The G25 shifter has more buttons, and the G29 doesn't. I think that's right. My Fanatec wheel's getting a little bit old. How are they flying up this hill? Yeah, my Fanatec wheel's getting a bit old, but I like it because it's got like 12 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 buttons on it, which is brilliant, you know. Yeah, well, I was thinking about upgrading to a G920. Because there is a plug-in out which makes the feel of the driving wheel more realistic, but it only works with Logitech. Oh god, this hill. But at the moment, I mean, my Fanatec wheel's working absolutely fine, you know, and it's good quality. Yeah, but look for an SKRS shifter. It's basically a truck gear knob which fits over the G20 or the Logitech gear shifters, and it gives you a range selector and split shift selector switches, and it looks just like the real thing, you know. Absolutely brilliant. I do have kids, yes. I have twin boys who are coming up to 6 years old. So at some point they're going to want to get their SKRS back. Is it 150 bucks now? Is it? Jeez. I backed it on Kickstarter, so I got mine for 80. 150 quid or $150. Is that Oz dollars? The shipping was atrocious, cost and time. You could track your order, and mine was assembled and manufactured and sat in awaiting shipping for about 4 weeks. It was so annoying. I don't know what the exchange rate's like. I paid £80 US, £80 sterling for mine. I think that works out about $100 US. So I don't know what the exchange rate's like on Oz dollars. But my Fanatec Club Sport pedals, I think I paid about 200 quid for those second hand, and they were brilliant quality. You know, they weren't scummy at all. really well looked after, but they are an absolute solid set of pedals, you know. I hope we managed to pick a job up coming out of here. Right, what's the time actually? 2:45. Yeah, I've not got that much longer, really. Could do a quick job. Ah! God damn it. Did I stall? No, I didn't stall. What did I hit? What the hell did I hit? Is my arse? Ah, oh, look at that. That's what I hit. The trailer turned onto one of those bollards. Ah, god damn it. Come on. Stalled it now. You got an ASP controller box. It's like a truck ASP. I've got a similar thing here. I made this myself. It's all got toggle switches and buttons and flip switches and engine start buttons and oh crap, how am I gonna get out of this? Press V. What does V do? Oh. What does V do? Oh, well, yeah, I've got diff lock down here. Yeah, I'm just getting hooked up on those bollards. Yeah, so as the back of the trailer swung around with the steering axles, it just clipped the bollard. Yeah, I've got diff locked mapped to one of my G25 shifter buttons down there. I am about to create a new USB controller dashboard, which is going to include diff lock flip switches, but I'm going to have to put an additional lump on the side for extra buttons because they've added a load more since I made this. 11:50 PM. Nearly midnight your time. Oh no, is that dollars? Can you read my SMS above? So what's an ASP controller? Oh, they're cool. Oh, they're very cool. Yeah, because when I made mine, I was looking for those, the trailer parking brake, trailer air supply buttons. They're very cool. Yeah, it's very similar to what I've made. Yeah, very, very similar to what I've made. But I made it myself. Haha. How much do they retail for? You have CB with it. Oh, does that actually work, does it? How did you get your tracker to be able to look outside to the left of the truck? I created a profile in Track IR that when I look left, because you can create those the patterns, can't you? The how much, because I've got an indent in the middle. Look, if you look, see how it hardly moves in the middle, but then it goes more out to the side. And I've made it so when I turn my head to the left, it turns more. So it really ramps up when you turn to the left, right? Not so much when you turn to the right. Oh, cool! That is really cool. Yeah, that's a bit more than mine does. How much do they retail for? Mine's got more buttons on it though. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 buttons and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 toggles. The leader. So Crazy Volvo, how much do those ASP controllers retail for? Alright, 1 hour away. Good night, Bailey. Thanks for joining us. You won it. Ah, okay. That was very lucky. I never win anything. I always sort of join Squirrel for his giveaways. I've never won anything. It's worth $300. Is that much? I could make those and sell them. What I'd love to do is tie it in with the telemetry. Squirrel is cool. He's very, very cool. Yeah, I'd love to tie it in with the telemetry and make some servos and make like rev counters and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been watching Squirrel for God since his very early days. Sentinel, hi, let's game and always play it with keyboard. How to get a controller like this? Well, basically, I use about 5 different USB controllers. I've got pedals, I've got steering wheel, I've got gear shifters, and I've got my own homemade control panel, which has toggle switches for stuff like hazards and parking brake and that sort of stuff. Yeah, the only problem is I want to create a second version of my control panel, but I've got problems with the USB protocol. Most of them are stuck maximum to about 32 buttons, and my latest design needs 39. Now I might be able to get around it by adding a couple of hat switches into the USB protocol design. And then just assign some of those to hat switches. But the problem is I've lost it. The hardest bit of the whole thing last time I made it was the protocol. Creating it so when you plug the board in, it's recognised as a USB human interface device. And unfortunately, I lost all the source code that I wrote for doing that, so I'd have to start that again from scratch. It was a few years ago that I made it, so there might be more resources available on the net now for doing that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, and I'd have to totally redesign my board as well, because I think I maxed out the number of inputs I could put on the chip. I have thought about maybe doing it with a PIC controller, but that's all new to me. I've never done PIC programming before, so right, where are we going? Oh, it's one of those places. Right. Oh, reach over for the mouse. This is the only problem. Right, I hate reversing these goddamn steerable trailers. So, forgive me if I screw this up entirely. You have to be so gentle with it. If you oversteer, see, like that, I've oversteered it. Right, try that again. Not far enough over now. Is it taking that? Oh no! My OCD is not going to let me take that. I've got to straighten it up. I know it's allowing it, but my OCD is not letting me do that. I cannot leave it at that crappy angle. I've got to sneak that back end over. That's better. No. How's that looking? That's not bad. My OCD allows for that. Right, see how we did. Satisfactory? As that bloody coach. God damn it. Right. I've got a little bit of time left. That'll do. We'll take that one. Oh, just go. Bloody AI. You're going to be dicks about it. I'll just... What? I didn't hit anything. I hit nothing. I hit literally nothing. Must be an invisible wall there. Yeah, I can't move forward. Yeah, there's a goddamn collision box there. What an arse. So I had a message from my wife, just needed to check. Right, okay, so I'm gonna fly over here. Actually, is there another garage that I could set up? Yeah, we could set up another garage here. Where are we actually going? Oh, it's lost the bloody it's lost the job sat nav now. No, it hasn't. That's the one where we're going. So where's it actually taking us? Alright, so we're near the garage. Good night, Bailey. Oh, you already said you want it in a no, sorry. For some reason all my there we go. You've been sick, have you? What's up? Nothing serious, I hope. Or was it just a bug? Eek! Don't you go this way. Oh, he had a cold. Was it man flu? You gotta be so careful with man flu. Have you ever seen Man Stroke Woman? It's a UK comedy show. Yeah, on YouTube, have a look for Man Stroke Woman Man Cold. Very funny. Coffee's barely warm now. Yeah, it's no fun recording videos when you got a cold. Nobody wants to hear talking like that. Stuffed up and bunged up, and oh, I hate colds. I really do. I know. I don't think anybody likes them, but you know, I can't stand. I've got a real thing about my nasal passages. I've got, my nose has always got to be clean, you know. I can't stand a little bit of stuffiness. I can't stand that at all. I think it stems from I have a nasal issue, and I have to take a steroid spray up my nose. It's like perpetual hay fever, but you don't get the streaming eyes. You're just getting this tightness in your sinuses, you know, and you just and it's what happens is as soon as I lay down, my nose all bungs up like I've got a bad cold, and I was going through decongestion like crazy. But the problem with decongestion is I'm coming around here really damn fast. The problem with decongestion is it can be counterintuitive, in as much as the more you use it, the more you have to use it. Right, I'm going to turn right at this roundabout, and that's what I found. What happens is the more you use it, you actually end up getting, it clears you initially, but then when it wears off, the stuffiness comes back tenfold. And that was the hole I got myself into, because I was using decongestion like crazy, and then because it was coming back even more stuffy, I was having to use it more and more and more and more. So I ended up having to go to the doctor to say, look, my nasal passages are addicted to this stuff, and they gave me this steroid spray, and now it's great because I still have to use the decongestion, but I only have to use it when I go to bed, and now that keeps me clear literally all night. It's brilliant. But I've got a real thing. I cannot stand my. I've got, like, even now I'm, you know, I need to. Yes, I want to buy this garage. Thank you very much. I'm not even going to bother driving in because it all just moves it all around. Right, garage manager, the leader, upgrade. Yep. Alright. No, I don't. Why does it have to do that? Right, truck manager, truck dealers, Scania. That's the nearest. Buy online. Set up my usual. Put the V8. No, not that one. 500 V8. $207, that's that. One. Two. Three. 4. 5. Right. driver manager, recruitment. Oh god, look at 1.7, how crap. These guys are going to take some time to build up, aren't they? Come on, I hope I get a better roll. No, 1.7. No, 1.7, all of them. Useless lot. Off to bed. Right, see you, crazy crazy Volvo. Cool. See you later. Thanks very much for joining us. Right, leader, driver manager. That one, want him to long distance, long distance, long distance, long distance. You gotta set them all doing long distance, and that way you get the jobs. Otherwise, they end up having to drive back empty all the time and drive up the bloody wall. Right. Right, to be honest, I think I'm going to have to leave it there for today because my kids are going to be home from school soon. Right, thank you very much for joining us. It means a huge amount to me. It's been a brilliant day. Put that so I'm not making you all seasick. It's been an absolutely brilliant day. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Yeah, the people we've had in today, they've been talking, and it's been absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I couldn't ask for more. I could not ask for more. It's really motivated me to carry on doing this and keep doing this and keep chucking those videos out for you. Yeah, I feel pumped up, and I can't wait for the coming week because I'm just really going to go for it. So thanks again for watching. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm @miserable_gamer. I'm on Facebook, which is /miserablegamer, all one word. If you want to donate, you can donate to miserablegamer.tv/donate. That will take you to my donation page. It'd be great, mean a huge amount to me if you could donate. Anything you got, just buy me a coffee. But if you can't, doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. All right. But if you can, it'll be great. So once again, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.